Something that I want to talk about today, the Halle Bailey and DDG restraining order situation. My thoughts on it, especially like my really big pet peeves on it, because the things that people are saying on the internet are like really like genuinely pissing me off. If you don't know these two, Halle Bailey is a singer. She's known for now her solo career, but more so acting and singing with her sister Chloe. She also played the Little Mermaid in the Disney live action. And then there's DDG, who's a streamer and a rapper and whatever like that. So these two were together for, I think, a couple of years initially. And I think they officially announced that they broke up last year. And throughout their relationship, a lot of people had things to say, like DDG is like not on her level, or like Halle's dating down because he's just a streamer and she's this big star. And then people were also calling out DDG for some of his behavior that seemed like it showed a lot of jealousy towards Halle and her success. Then when Halle got pregnant, a lot of people like had things to say about that. And they tried hiding the pregnancy, but since DDG makes content like all the time, a lot of people were able to point out things, especially in his content. Like there's like one clip where Halle's trying to hide from the camera because, you know, she got a baby bump and she's trying not to show it. A lot of people argued that DDG baby trapped Halle because he was so jealous and all this stuff. But that's a whole thing. And if you want to see what that's about, I recommend looking up a video because that's not really what I'm trying to get deep into today, like the entire backstory. But what I want to talk about is this restraining order, because whenever it comes to DV situations of abuse, the internet will always fail to get the picture. Like there have been so many things that I have read, from support for Halle and for her safety and for Halo, to DDG getting like completely shit on, and then also people defending DDG or saying that like he's just trying to be a father, and then that Halle is just being a bitter baby mama. Or the one that's pissing me off the most are the people who are saying, we told her so, I don't feel bad for her, we tried to tell you, and all this stuff. That is the dumbest shit that I've ever heard. And I'm gonna need for people to get off their fucking high horse when it comes to this. There was a thumbnail that I saw. This YouTuber was like, I don't feel sorry for her because we warned her. That is such a disgusting thing to say to someone who has like gone through some kind of abuse, because you're kind of saying like, oh, well, we told you and it happened to you. Oh, well, like it's like you're saying you don't really care about a mother and her child being hurt in whatever way that DDG has hurt them, because the restraining order is public for everyone who wants to deny things. It's like people on the internet are so weird. They're chronically online. They're so entitled. It's like when Halle was pregnant with Halo, and yeah, they didn't hide it very well, or like people were able to tell. And but the thing is, people were so obsessed with like her announcing that she's pregnant, and she rightfully so wanted a peaceful pregnancy. So people went from like hounding her in the comment section of all of her photos and all of her posts saying, we know you're pregnant, we know you're pregnant, tell us you're pregnant, tell us you're pregnant, just say it, just tell us. They went from that to when she did reveal like, oh, this is my baby and whatnot, and that she didn't want to show the face at first. People were like, girl, we don't care anymore. You gaslit us. And then when DDG and Halle did start posting Halo's face, everyone was like, well, why do you want to show the face now? And it's like, y'all can never be satisfied. One, why do you care about this child so much and he's not even your own kid? And also, it's just weird to me for you to say that this celebrity gaslit you. Real, like, do y'all not have your own children? Do y'all not have something to take care of in your life, whether it's a small human being or a goddamn job? Because that shit pissed me off so much. That's the thing about people on the internet, is like they feel like they're on this high horse. They have this high horse. And that's what's happening with the restraining order and us knowing now that Halle has gone through this with DDG. A lot of people are saying that we tried to warn you, because in the past people have said, oh, he's not good for you and he's jealous of you and this, that, and the third, and a million other fucking things, right? I don't understand what people, like, who they think they are. Y'all need to remember that you're just people on the internet. You're just people on the internet. You're just people behind a screen, typing on Twitter, typing in Instagram comments. Like, these celebrities don't know you personally. Neither do you know them personally. And why do y'all think that just because it's like a couple thousand of y'all, a couple 100,000 of y'all that say this, that the celebrity is going to care? There's a lot of celebrities who like don't care or will not listen to people who are just on the internet and not in their life. Yeah, you can say, oh, we warned her and we told her so, but we don't know what she went through in her relationship with DDG. We don't know what he told her. We don't know what other people told her, right? We don't know what thought process she went through. And to put it simply, it's like the victim blaming is just really sad, especially when the restraining order is public. It's like, if you're not going to read it yourself, go watch a video of someone analyzing it. Because I mean, even the photo she showed, that I'm not sure if it was, but it's like that could have been like few pieces of evidence to the entire case. But the chipped tooth slammed her face into a steering wheel. There was a photo of him showing up to like her house unannounced and she wasn't even there, taking a picture of her bedroom, then showing bruises on her arm. That was honestly just disturbing. Even if it was like a fraction of all the other evidence that was probably in this case to get the restraining order, it was disturbing. And another thing that I've seen watching videos is that, you know, Rubi Rose has talked about DDG, and then like there's also screenshots of him saying, oh, I'm going to ruin your career, Ruby, don't play with me, and all that stuff. But she showed bruises like on the same side of her arm that Halle had. And that's just scary. That's really, really scary. Here's the really telling thing to me. Halle actually went to court. Halle actually went to court compared to DDG. From the moment that they broke up, Halle hasn't really addressed the breakup like very publicly, like not much, not really at all. I think one of the only times that I can recall is that she slipped up on Twitter when DDG took Halo on Kai Cenat's stream. She didn't know that Halo was going to be on Kai Cenat's stream, and she found out through the internet, and she's going through postpartum, which is not an easy thing for people to go through. That's like the only thing. But other than that, I have not seen Halle like directly or like really talk about this like on her stories and stuff like that. At least I haven't. But with DDG, I have seen all kinds of posts like on the blogs and shit like that talking about he's literally like using some of the situations for clout. And I think it's very telling that Halle was so quiet and she went to court with this while DDG was on the internet, like literally like a month or so ago. He went on his stream and he was like, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know where else to go. So he came on his stream to the internet to talk about, you know, the whole thing, or just not seeing Halo or not being allowed to see Halo. But it's like, people were telling you, then go to court. If this is such an issue for you as a father, go to court. Why didn't you go to court? No, we don't know if he went to court, but I feel like with what's coming out is like, it doesn't seem like he tried. If it mattered so much to him, it didn't seem like he fought for it. And once again, as we hear about these kinds of situations, the internet, of course, fails to have critical thinking skills, lack all kinds of empathy, lacking knowledge about how abuse works, and that not everything is so fucking simple. And that's the thing that pisses me off the most when it comes to abuse, is that people think like, why didn't you just leave, and why didn't you just do this and just do that? It's not simple. It literally isn't. Not everyone would understand it. I can't even express it. Not everyone would understand it. It's like, you either have to be in that situation and get out of it to know the fucking bubble you were in, or you just have to like really listen to people's experiences. But we suck at listening nowadays, or we've always sucked at listening, because it's been pissing me off, just the things that people have been saying. It's just like, I don't know how dumb we can be, or to say we told you so, we don't feel bad for you, you should have left him when we told you to, like, or we told you, like, all of this shit. Y'all need to remember that you're just people on the internet. Get off your fucking high horse, because in a way, for those people who have said that, you're kind of wishing harm on her, the harm that has already happened to her. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Let me know what you think about what I said. I don't really talk about celebrities on my channel like that, because I don't feel like I always have the right words and stuff. But yeah, until the next video.